I don't remember the last time I've been on this channel. I don't remember the last time I streamed. I know that I owe everyone Life is Strange Double Exposure Chapter 3. I don't remember the last video I uploaded. It's probably the Project Sekai one. And I'm giving you another Project Sekai one. So, if you're expecting something different, or you've been waiting for me this entire time, I'm so sorry. I had to like hunker down on a different project, which, by the way, you should check out. It's called Hex's Hue, written by my buddy Miko and directed by my other buddy Raven. They're so cool. I love them so much. I'm so happy to be part of the project. I link it. You know what? I'll link it down below. You all should check that out. That's really cool. I did a chunk of the art on that one, and I animated the whole thing, which is pretty sick. So that's what I've been busy with, and that's why I kind of disappeared into the air for a bit. Sorry, I'm also coming from a bit of an illness, so if you hear me sniffle once in a while, that's why. Okay. um don't consider this fully coming back into the content creation sphere, because I don't like the term content creation. I like doing things and I like sharing it with the world, and I don't like calling it content creation because I'm not creating content to be consumed. I just like sharing what I do. And I think viewing it as content creation is part of the reason why I keep disappearing rather than, hunkering down and grinding. I managed to do that for a year, and I don't know how I did that. Like 2024, I was in college, dude. 2024 until like start to mid 2025, I'd say I kind of hunkered down that year. I was streaming, but admittedly, that also means I didn't really draw as much as I wanted to. I drew a lot for Hexus Hue, but it's not the same as drawing for myself, making merch for myself. But yeah, like I said, I'm really proud of the work there, so it doesn't take away from my creative fulfillment. There you go. Wow, I know how to speak. I need you to know that I do not have a script. I do not have bullet points. I'm kind of just yapping into the air right now. For this one, sorry. I completely ignored what's going on screen. For this one, I just wanted to make something for Pride, and I'm like, you know what? Let's draw Tsukasa Tenma and my headcanons for him in his like Pride flags, which is being bisexual and transgender. So the funny thing about this is I drew this, I recorded it. Like I finished it just before Casa 7 dropped. Like if you go through my account, like where I post my art, you'll see that I did post something different. I was like, well, I can't post Tsukasa being happy right now when he's going through the horrors. I'll give it a week. He'll be fine. I'll give it a week. So this is me giving it a week. So I did that. And I am glad that I did it because I haven't drawn on paper in a long time. I didn't want to intimidate myself by immediately jumping into watercolor, which is what I usually draw with or make art with when it's traditional medium. Like, I stuck with black and white, but I still challenged myself in a way because instead of using fine liners, I used my G nib, my G pen, like the dip pen, and my manga ink, which I have. Excuse me, I just ate, so I'm also burpy. My manga ink, which I bought like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe more, that I kind of just leave there. Like I'm glad I touched it again. I'm really happy with how that one turned out, and I'll be very happy to draw like that again. I really like using the G-nib, so I might explore doing that more. Maybe one day I'll make my own comic, all traditionally. I think that would be really fun. Circling back to this piece, this is like the first time I've ever drawn a sketch page in this way. So that's exciting. Well, does it count as a what? Sketch. I almost said sex. I'm so sorry. Does it count as a sketch page if it's like fully lined? What do we call that? A character page? No. Sorry, I cracked my knuckle. I don't know what to call it. I'll look through VGen. I'll put on screen what I think these character sheets. A character sheet? I guess a character sheet. It's basically a character sheet. Yeah, I have tea and Gatorade, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I have tea and Gatorade to just keep my throat relaxed and my body hydrated while I yap, because I haven't recorded or spoken this much in so long. Okay. I don't know if you can hear my Discord sound through my headphones. If you heard that, I'm sorry. If not, thank God. Okay. Yeah, it's not my first character sheet, but it is my first with this kind of setup, this layout, this what's the word I'm looking for? This composition. Because usually I don't let anything overlap. And I thought, you know what? It's time for something new. I gotta break out of the comfort zone. I'm gonna let it overlap like other character sheets do. And I'm really glad I did it that way. I'm really happy with how it turned out. You'll see in the end. But like, just based on the line art alone, I think you can tell that the composition is above what I would normally do. So here's to trying new things and improving. I love art. I love drawing. I'm glad I did that. So I might do more things like this in the future. Not might, I will. I think I will. Surely I will. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Another reason I disappeared, I probably should have said this earlier. I'm kind of just all over the place. I don't have set bullet points and I'm just yapping into the air right now. Another reason I disappeared was I tried to hunker down on conventions. Actually, let me take a look-see-loo at what I've been to convention-wise this year. Where is my list? Oh, this year alone, I've had 3, which isn't a lot, and they're all Comic-Con. But I've been applying a lot. I've applied to the StickerCon, PlannerCon, the StickerCon Gacha Universe, both of which I've been rejected. So, gotta up my portfolio for them because I want to be good enough for them. Because they're such good organizers. I've been to their events and I really want to do it. I really want to be there. But I'm not good enough, and that's okay. That just means I have to be better and I have to, curate my portfolio to something that they would actually like. I'm trying, oh my god, as of recording this, it'll be, actually, no, when you see this, it'll be a couple days before Cosplay Mania opens its applications. And dog, that is a huge sum of money. I'll be splitting it with some people, so that softens the blow a bit, but I'm handling the transaction, so it's gonna be a hit to me first. I trust these people, so it's okay, but I just don't want to see the number on my bank account. Anyway, yeah, I've been trying to lock in on conventions. I've been preparing my what's it called, a jot form. So for people who might not be close to the area or people who are not free to attend the conventions can order locally. And I do want to start posting my products on Ko-Fi or maybe Etsy, because Ko-Fi, it's a free start, so that's huge, but I also have to drive my own traffic onto it. But for Etsy, you do lump a pretty huge amount on it first, and it's not like huge in the grand scheme of things, but considering that they operate in the US and I operate in the Philippines, it's huge for me. So I'm still debating if I want to start on Ko-Fi and get some funding to start on Etsy or just go straight on Etsy, so I don't have to worry about Well, of course, I'm still gonna have to advertise things myself, right? But um, Etsy does a lot to help with bringing in their own traffic because they already have their own audience. Because I don't know, I really enjoy product making, like merch making. I have my own printer. My buddy let me use their laminator, and we're all considering pitching in together for a cutting machine. Because I've been cutting everything by hand. I think you should know that all of my stickers, those are all cut by hand, and I'm really happy with how they turn out. So it's okay, but my hand does need a break sometimes because I can't just draw and then edit videos and then cut stickers because my wrist needs a break, and having a cutting machine will give my hand that kind of break that I need. But it's also like a huge sum, but it's also a really good investment because I do intend to do this for a long time. And while it shouldn't be my primary source of income, just because of the way the economy is and how much money I've been earning on it, I do see myself being a merch artist. I feel like, I mean, not I feel like, I do have what it takes. I do have what it takes. What am I talking about? Because I've been doing it. I've been earning from it. It's not like a huge amount, but enough for me to say, yeah, my art has a place in this world. Speaking of, um, the last comic at the last event that I attended was Comic at Pride, and it is one of the best I have earned ever. Ever. Like, I always, not always, but I've kind of grown accustomed to the fact that I would barely break even. Maybe, like, I'll earn 20% more than the break even amount. I've grown accustomed to that. I'm like, I have fun. My art is out there in the world. People enjoy it. Sure. But this one was insane. I didn't think that I could pull that much. And I did change a lot of things for Comic at Pride. For one, I got new panels, and I think that helped me stand out because not everyone, like there are so many more visually interesting booths, right? So many more conceptual booths. But for people like me who don't have the capital, or how do I say this? I just don't have that much of a vision conceptually for that kind of booth. Because for other people, because the most common panels are like white, pink, purple. Actually, purple not as much anymore. Maybe I'm just biased because my booth mates, my table mates, use purple. Pink, I definitely see a lot. There's been a decent amount of blue, but not enough for me to say that it's a common one. So the panels I got were like a muted green and brownish yellow. Because when you do see yellow, yellow is usually that yellow is like a neon yellow, and that's not me. I'm a mustard yellow girly, and just look at my model. I am a green and blue with yellow hints girly, but that's for my model. But me in real life, I'm more likely to have yellow, so I wanted yellow panels. So I had green, I had yellow. I've also invested in acrylic racks because I've noticed, not noticed. I have a lot of stickers, like for example, my Project Sekai stickers. If I put them menu style or or just display it stuck to a panel, it takes up two panels, which is a lot. I could use that space for a print or something. So I got acrylic racks for those stickers, and they're all in just one spot. And people, uh, it's just easier to look at too, for them all to be like together in one area, rather than two separate panels. And I think that helped a lot. I also had an acrylic rack for my sneakers stickers. No one bought any of my bees, which I wouldn't say upsetting. It's not upsetting. It's like, man, Dang, I thought people love bees, but I guess Comic at Pride isn't the market to have bees. You know what I mean? So, lesson learning. But I did not run out. I have one left. I have to restock. Okay, that's a new thing because usually I have a bunch of paper products, prints and stickers, and now I've made photo cards, but I haven't released those ones yet. But something new I did was actually invest in keychains, which I'm so grateful I did. I have a bumblebee, a ladybug, a luna moth, an orchid mantis. My orchid mantis is so popular, I did not expect that. I thought people would like bees or luna moth. But no, it's orchid mantis that sold out. Well, I have one left. But yeah, I have to restock that, which is crazy to me. I like that they have only been available for two conventions, and I already have to restock on that. I want to add a rosy maple moth because they're cute. um, I do have to uh reorganize how I display those keychains because I feel like if I displayed them better during the con, I would have earned on them better. Because they were on the first layer, the panel. Because I was thinking if people see them, it's easier for them to like, touch and look at. But I think because it's at the bottom panel, it just made it harder for people to actually see. So I'll have to think about that some other time. Probably not the next convention. I don't know. I've been applying to so many, but I don't know which ones I'm in. I kind of just throw applications into the wind, and if I get in, cool. If not, well, then the audience isn't meant for me. That's all it is. Okay, I have been yapping for almost 20 minutes, so I think I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for. Oh wow, I'm glad I yapped. This was fun. I had fun. I might have more to say that's not like coming up to my brain right now. That's fine. The next time I stream, I'll probably think about it unless I don't. I do intend to stream. I owe everyone Life is Strange Double Exposure Chapter 3. So I have to do that, but I might not like force myself to get back into it because I get anxious thinking about having to do that. So I'll try to do a light stream first at least so I don't, go crazy having to jump back into a story heavy stream. Especially knowing how Life is Strange is. You know. You know how it is. So yeah, thank you so much. If you listened to me this entire time for this speed paint, thank you. Like I'm glad you find me interesting and I hope this kept you company if you guys are working on something or if you guys were drawing something alongside me. That's so cool if you did. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day. I'm posting this on a Friday, so I hope the week has treated you well and I hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, thumbs up emoji. Yeah, that's all from me. I'm happy I did this. That sounds sarcastic. No, genuinely, I'm happy I did this. I'm really glad I did. So, I'll see you guys either when I next stream or when I next decide to record something I'm drawing. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys another time, whatever that may be. I make no promises. Okay? Bye!